Good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning.
Happy New Year, sir. Sir, just a follow-up on what you've stated on the business prospects for this year. So, in what particular sectors do we expect more investments to pour in?
Well, I'm very bullish about yung energy sector. No? There are concrete plans of expansion from so many quarters. Yung the respective secretaries are here. Can I just refer you to them for the details? But your energy is really one. Yesterday, I was talking to one of two representatives of one of the biggest business groups in the country. And they were talking about manufacturing, and we're tackling yung cost of electricity is one of the major hindrances to bringing back our manufacturing sector. And we're working on that. So yung business interest in further investing in the energy sector is such a welcome development.
So, just a brief follow-up on another issue. I just remember you giving a directive to the executive secretary. I'm sorry, this is on the bones issue. But do you have any updates, sir, for this year?
This whole week has been tackling the economy. No? We started this week with basically an inventory of all the debt that is maturing, that is already. Just to give you an example, and this was just one topic in the whole day. Yung NFA, for instance, has something like 177 billion no, in debt accumulated already, and what we will do with it. Of course, yung MRT, yung SLEX, all of this no, were part of the briefings I got last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. And if you were there with me, the global peso bond offering is such welcome development. Can you just emphasize? It's not only the amount of debt that we are tackling, but it's also the timing of the maturity of the debt. A lot of them will be maturing soon. No? So yung global peso bond offering is meant to first shield us from foreign currency risk. Number two, it pushes the maturity from the next 2 or 3 years. I think there's some that are maturing this year to 25 years hence. But the best of it is, we will be diminishing the debt burden because the interest rates will be something in the neighborhood about a little over 6%, replacing debt that was gathered or that was taken out at 8%, 8+%. So may savings din tayo pati sa babayaran ng utang. At mas matatagalan pa yung punto, kailan natin kailangan bayaran ito. So yun ang good news. So that's a roundabout way of saying, yung bonds was not the priority.
Thank you, sir.
Second question. Good morning po. Sir, may we know kung ano yung mga priority legislative agenda ninyo for the upcoming NEDA?
Can I ask for a little bit more time? Because the cabinet secretaries who are consolidating the needs of each department ask for also more time. Hopefully by the third week, no, we'll come up with the list. Yung lahat may wish list. No? But if you are asking to prioritize so many bills, in effect, you are not prioritizing any. So we're consolidating and prioritizing which ones we should really be pushing at this point in time.
Follow up lang ho. Yung mga binanggit niyo po ba sa SONA, siguradong papasok yung mga yon doon sa listahan. Saka paano po yung sa RH?
Sa RH, we have not tackled RH. We are still engaged in dialogue with various stakeholders. And I think I've not changed any portion of my position with regards to the matter. And I will push for the positions I've already stated for such a long time. Yung sa SONA, can you be specific, Joyce, exactly which parts?
Sir, because you mentioned a lot of new laws like yung sa fiscal responsibility, you mentioned yung sa prosecutorial, sa witness protection.
Yes. Yung, again, just to be, kasi yung issue ng prioritization, the devil is in the details. Yung, there are just so many that they want prioritize that we are still meeting. Ano nga ba itutulak natin for the first legislative, in first legislative meeting natin?
Have you signed the EO on Open Skies?
I sent it back to the ES for minor modifications. Yung, that had something to do with the panels, constituting panels sa negotiating. So I just wanted it to be more precise to reflect what we thought should occur in terms of negotiating on this Open Skies. Minor revision na.
So sir, when do we expect that the EO will be issued?
I assume it will be in my desk rather shortly. Yung, hindi naman sa excuse, pero ang dami talagang priorities. Yung Garcia is also a very urgent priority. I'm sure that will come to a head this January. Of course, yung EO1 and other challenges. But more than that also, yung managing our economy so that we have the wherewithal to be able to really pump prime in an effective manner and continue the upward growth of our economy through investments rather than just remittances.
Thank you, sir. Hi, sir. Last month, you said na magkakaroon po ng changes in the cabinet. May we know kung sino-sino po yung mga mapapalitan?
Can I just announce it when it's finally done? We're still talking to some other people. Pero very, very minor.
Mga ilan po?
Yung not just in the cabinet, baka isa. Total, baka dalawa. No? On the sub-cabinet level, doon mga about 2 or 3.
Sir, quick follow-up lang. I mean, another issue. Yung sa COMELEC, ilan po yung pinagpipilian natin? Dun sa...
Marami yung nagsasuggest, no? None talaga actually. The one group that I was looking at, para civic group, no? Had 5 names already on the list. Yung isa naman ng business and the church and other, mostly business groups, no? They had, I think, about 3. Then we have our own. No? So I'm just trying to find that right person who has the requisite skill. No? Yung one thing we want to correct is there's an election, di ba? Yung deciding the cases takes so long. Sometimes, or in a lot of instances, you get the decision days or a week prior to the termination of the term. So and why is that? No? There are so many lawyers, well, they're experts who have gained the knowledge to game the system. No? So yung mandate na electorate, hindi talaga na-express ng tama. So you want somebody who is better than all of them, who will not allow the gaming of the system and let the mandate of the electorate be that which is expressed. So you need that one. He has to be young enough, pero experienced enough. Okay. Then you have the 2 other commissioners, one of whom has to be IT conversant or an expert on the IT field. And again, we have an opportunity to really transform our electoral process through the selection of these people. So that's the only criteria. Will you be able to do the job that's expected of you? And I have to conduct some interviews with them. And kung ko na name, dahil yung hindi naman natanggap, baka sinabi ko, parang may mag-insinuate, I said, that they have less capabilities. And I don't think that's the case. Okay?
Mr. President, in an interview over this age this morning, sinabi ni Secretary Ochoa that she will be calling a first cabinet meeting on Monday. May we know the agenda?
Actually, sorry, dahil talagang pag-uusapan doon. Pero again, may follow-ups on so many items that are pending with them. There was towards the end of last year, a conference to implement all of the directions that I had given them. Tapos yung idea ng coordination amongst departments also is part and parcel of it. Pero yung main agenda dyan is I guess, a reaffirmation of the deadlines that everybody has been given on the priorities that we need. I assume yung one of the topics that might have quite a bit of discussion will be the conditional cash transfer program. But as a general rule, we do not hold cabinet meetings for the entire cabinet in one sitting because I really feel it's such a waste of their time. No? There's a matter that is totally unrelated to their concerns, then they're made to sit the whole day waiting for their turn. Whereas they could have been attending to the concerns of the department if they were in their offices. So we will implement and we will be explaining yung clustering system of how we will govern this country.
Hi, sir. POW Chief Presida Acosta is not keen on vacating her post. What is your reaction? And also, ano po ang masasabi niyo dun sa comments that this may have something to do with her role in the release of the Senator Ninoy Aquino's assassins?
Parang nabasa ko sa dyaryo kanina, hindi pa tinatanong doon sa qualifications attendant to that position. Tapos ang sagot to, kung sa kanya nanggaling yan, layo naman ho yata doon sa tanong. Ngayon, I leave it up to the Secretary of Justice. This is an agency attached to the Department of Justice to resolve the matter.
Sir, on another topic, ano po yung magiging role ni Senator Mar Rojas ngayon pong may papasok na po yung bagong taon at
Well,
meron siyang matatapos na yung 1 year ban.
The threshold pa in details, it will take effect June 30, di ba? Yung end of the ban. Pero I will really be tapping his expertise in so many aspects. Yung he might be in one of my chief troubleshooters. No? There's something that needs more intense attention. I might ask him to do that, if he's willing.
Last sir, follow-up po.
Sir, good morning. On another issue, right now I think on the peace process, the NDF, I think is asking for the release of one of their commanders that was apprehended, I think last week or this week. So apparently there's this precondition already before the start of the talks. And on the MILF, what's the development on the facilitator issue?
That I think is on the way to be resolved. There are things I just remembered I'm not supposed to talk about. Can we just say that yung Ging Dennis will be briefing you on both issues at the appropriate time. Literally appropriate time we are in the stage of, we have reconstituted the negotiating panels, there's the getting to know you stage, and there is the trust building aspect also there. So, yung premature disclosure of certain details is not warranted at this time.
Okay.